Ready for the pain? The pain, Psycho, you say? Well, let's find out. For I'll be the judge, the jury, the executioner of these survivors. So let's see if they can stack up against Mr. Pyramid Head. Either both offerings were played. Oof. Yo, what's up, Bubba? No, I won't. Alright, let's see, shall we? Oh, you see what I did there, Psycho? I wondered. Had people get mad because I don't cage them until after unhook and get rid of DS? Oh yeah, I mean, that's the smart play. I remember as practice prior to my match this weekend, I went into just a random lobby and I straight up tunneled a Claudette, like, out of the game. I cannot imagine she was too happy. Shelby and Giraffe were witness to that. And, yeah, it was a little bit brutal, because I understand spawn logic with the cages, which means I can kind of abuse that and, like, insta-kill people. This spawn's kind of garbage, but they should spawn over here, and thanks to Shroud of Binding, they should all spawn together. Sure enough, I do see someone right behind this gen that is corrupted. We see the Feng Min. See if anyone else is here. So far, no. So let's continue on Feng Min then, as they are at least a survivor that I am aware of. That there is the Liz, and they are rotating back into the uncorrupted gens, which is good news for me. They will vault this window. I'm All Ears will activate. We might be able to get a hit. A little bit off to the left, I think, but they are holding W for the most part. They are not going to be looping Shack. They drop it, which was a good choice. Otherwise, I would have gone for another attempt. Two people here. That is Giraffe. This is Liz on the L wall. We will get an M1. I'm All Ears. Still has a bit of time on the reset. Scourge Hook Pain Residence is located here, which is really good for me. And here as well. Always good to see those relatively close by to the chase at hand. I do want to get her tormented if at all possible. And since she had Sprint Burst, I can down her without much issue. I'm All Ears is activated. Let's get her here and see what gen they're working on. I want to say it's the one to my left. Then we'll pop this one in front of me. Yep, there it is. Perfect. Pop this out of existence. Check on this. Sure enough, they are back on it. And that is the Jake, which is Shelby with the flashlight. They are going to go towards this pallet. Let's see if they drop it or fake. They fake. Perfect. Let's see if they get tormented. We'll get the hit. And since they ran in front of me, this will be much shorter in distance. Let's do a little fake real quick. That might be Lucky Break. Hold up. I don't know where they went. Yeah, that was Lucky Break right there. Look at you, you sneaky devil. That was very cute. Do you have Dead Hard? Let's see if you do. You do have Dead Hard after all. Good news is there's the Scourge Hook. So very interesting to see that Lucky Break combo. Alright, let's see what gens they're working on. If this is the most progressed, that's fine. And then we can check this gen over here, see if any progression's back on it. There is, so we can once again pop this out of existence. And let's see. So far, nothing over here, though we do see the Feng Min with Sprint Burst on my left. So let's pursue Liz again, as this is going to be their second hook if I get her down. There's I'm All Ears activating. We'll get the hit before the pallet. No drop, which is smart. Will they go for the other side of cars? They will. I'm tempted to go for an M2 hit here, but I'm not going to for the time being. Let's see if they try and take a body block. Not smart against me, because I will M2 you down. Is there a Scourge Hook nearby? There is not. Unfortunate, if you kind of see where all of our Scourge Hooks are, they're all in a line. So let's go back to Repressed Alliance. Okay, well, in that case, we're going to have to ignore that gen and give it to them. The two gens with the most progress are going to be right here and here. Take a listen. No progress, which means they're over here. That there is a Nia. So let's pop this out of existence. And then go for Chase. I do see what looks to be potentially 2 set of scratch marks. So chances are that they will be nearby. Let's get a hit on Giraffe. This will be good, as we have yet to hook Giraffe. And so they are worth 3 points in Champions of the Fog. Our I'm All Ears is activated. So we get that information. Looks to be no life. We know they do not have Dead Hard, as Shelby did. We'll get the down before the vault, so we don't have to go to the other side. Ideally hooking them prior to a gen popping off. There's Jake on that gen. The gen on the far left there also had a decent amount of progress, so that is going to be a bit of an issue. We're going to see at least 1 gen pop off here. Jake falls off. That's good. And that'll be the gen that got repressed earlier. Let's go for Shelby here. Remember that they do have Dead Hard. And this pallet is down. We'll get the hit. And looks like Giraffe does have second wind, as they are broken off of the hook, and I do not think that was a deliverance. We'll find out in just a few moments. If it does stick for longer and they don't get healed, then that will indeed be a second wind. And once again, here comes the Dead Heart. We'll swing around the corner, and we're going to cage. Based on that gen's still regressing. They should have been caged over here. They are indeed. I'm actually going to move this cage, funny enough. I'm going to do this very purposely, in fact. This will slow down their death timer, but that's fine. Hi, friend. How you doing? Bye, friend. So now they're going to end up in that corner where the gen just popped off. So we're going to now go there. And we see the scratch marks, there's the pause, and the unhook. Excellent. So now we're going to tunnel out Jake. Hi, friendo. No decisive strike for you. Do you remember that they might have Dead Hard up? Emerald Ears activates. And a little bit off to the left. Now they are over this side and right at that corner. May have moved when they heard the Punishment of the Damned activate. Good stuff. Potentially trying to get their Dead Hard up. Will vault again. That's the second vault on that window. They do get tormented, and without Dead Hard, I don't think it'll matter. Even with Dead Hard, still don't think it will. They've done 2 gens, but Shelby will die, and the gen at the most progress will get regressed by 15 seconds. I'm going to bet it's the gen on the far left that they had been working on. No, it's the one on the right instead. The far left still has not been touched up. That is surprising. This one is still regressing, and we see scratch marks diving onto this gen to potentially repress it. There is Meg and Giraffe. Let's go for Meg here, as Meg has yet to be hooked, so they are the best option from a point perspective. They do not have Dead Hard, as Shelby had that prior, so we'll get the down. And let's put them on for a Scourge Hook for another 15% off of the most progressed gen. No one on the gen. That was the gen that was repressed, which means that one over there is at less progression in comparison. Let's see where that is at. We see that it's not well progressed, and we see Giraffe here, but I want to say that we also saw Liz here as well. I could be mistaken, though. Nope, we did. I was correct. Will they go for the pallet? They do not. I think I can still hear them. So we'll get the hit through the firecracker. And I'm All Ears is up and active in the instance that they go for the window. They do not. And probably a little bit off there to the right. Ooh, they actually went pretty far back, so that's why that missed. We see Meg has been unhooked, and we're just going to commit here. Unfortunately, there are no Scourge hooks in this area, so we're not going to be able to get any passive gen regression. We see that they avoid the window, and we'll take it down. Alright. Like I said, no Scourge hooks, so chances are we might see a gen get popped off, but that's okay. As there are now only 2 left. You've learned that you hate Dead Hard? Yeah, I want to say against, like, in comp for the most part, you're going to see it waited out unless it's, like, the first time in use. You'd rather have life, that's fair. No progress on that gen, so let's check this. And we do indeed see the Meg. Let's pop the gen real quick first. And we see them back in this tile. You see the shadow here. And get the hit with Punishment of the Damned. And the best thing that they could do here... Actually, Meg has 2 hook states in her, so realistically speaking, they're not going to be able to do much. They could go for the window. If they do, they die. If they don't, they die. Alright, let's pick you up. And honestly, the best thing that How Do We Get Here can do at this point is to sit on a gen, as I'm going to hook over by Shack and wait for Hatch. I hear that they were on Hill. That was not a gen I was expecting them to be on, to be honest. But we do see scratch marks going back around Truck, and we are going to pursue Chase. The best thing that they can hope for is for Jiggly Jello to suicide on Hook and attempt to go for Hatch. Okay, Giraffe did go back around, I see now. There's the suicide and what looks to be a sprint burst, so we can't hit them. Now, they have to go all the way around, and so I think I'm going to just try and cut them off here. They get it before I do. Yeah, the best thing I should have done, knowing what that plan was to just sit at Shack, but I thought I could potentially get them down beforehand. Good job. Have 2-year-old son appear head asked no longer exists to me. Alright, back on Gas 7. We pretty much have the same spawn as last time, so chances are they'll be over here to the right or behind that car pile there. Let's take a look-see. And so far, no sign. So my estimation would be on the other side of the car pile. So far, nothing. Now, could they be waiting out Corrupt? They could, but we do see a friend here over in the middle. Looks to be an Ace by chance. And looks like he's going to be trying to go to main building. Question of the day. Do you want to chase him at main building? Maybe not. We do hear this gen over here and a Wayward Nia. Let's get a hit. There are the firecrackers in their hands. Let's be aware of that. They do have a pallet. But we'll go to Shack. They have window on right. Let's see where they go. They do not run for window. Instead, they're going to run towards the corrupt zone. We do see 2 people there. Really good job at cranking that out, I will say. Was that a Dead Hard? Yeah, sorry. Pallets not work against me. And let's get you up. I see you attempting there, Shelby. Don't even try. Let's try and get you on the Scourge Hook. If they do take a body block, however, we are going to be in a bit of trouble, as this is a bit of a dangerous play. In fact, even without it, they might still get off my shoulder. Alright, we got Regression, and Grim Embrace now has a stack. They did actually play around Scourge Hook Pain Residence by letting go of the gen prior to the hook, so good job on their part for not giving me a lot of information. Now, there's a Scourge Hook behind main, which is good news for me. We're going to get the hit on Ace. He will then go for the Vault, which we will join him on. That did not give me a noise notification, I don't think, so potentially quick and quiet. And that was a bit of distance, so potentially a life as well. He will go back for that vault again. And I thought he was going to hesitate, but I guess not. He'll replay main. I think that I'm going to ignore. Yeah, for good reason. A little bit too far to the right. Had a right idea, but poor execution. Travesty has been caught with our Torment, which we can make use of later. And let's get the hit on the Fang Min. Go for pallet, and I think we cut her off at front door since she went around. And we do get some good distance here. No dead hard, so we'll get the down. 2 gens in so far. They are definitely playing a lot more efficiently. I think we can get to this hook behind main for Scourge Hook Pain Resonance, and this will be our second stack of Grim Embrace on top of which gives us, ideally, some information. That is Jake on the Scourge Hook gen, and we do see some scratch marks over by Shaq as well. No progress there, but a survivor was there as well. I think that was Ace. And that there is Jake. A little bit ahead, it looked like. Bye, Alex. Do I think Basement Trapper is a dirty way to play? No. At the end of the day, it is completely reasonable for you to play to your outs. There's the vault by Jake. And now I'll be going for the pallet. We'll bait and take the hit. They vault again. No, I'm all ears. And it is possible that Shelby's still using things like the Dead Hard. Won't matter though. I could have sworn with the barrel sound that there's another survivor nearby. But unfortunately, we kind of got caught off there. We're closer than to where Giraffe was, so I think we do end up getting this hook. Grin Brace might have been the right choice here, as we might have to camp someone to death, potentially. That there is Ace, which is Travesty. Let's see what they do here, if they commit to the gen. They did run out, and that is potentially a Deliverance or a Second Wind on Shelby. Ace will bring you back over to where the active gens are. Yep, we are playing on Gas Heaven this Saturday, indeed, indeed. One of the 2 maps, however. I think not. Once again, pallets don't exactly work out all too well on me. And so, though we were chasing Ace, we will instead go for the Fang Min. That gen does have a bit of progress, but thankfully she is running over towards the Scourge Hook. So let's see if we can make this work. I think I heard other footsteps, but none coming in for the flashlight save. So let's go over to the Scourge Hook and try and get them. If I do want a Grim Embrace, though, we do need to go for Ace. Let's keep that in mind. With Shelby now, without their broken stats effect, we will go for them, since they have already been on hook once, and are going towards where our Scourge Hook does exist. A little bit caught up by the wall there. Will they go for the pallet up ahead? No, they're going to go for the window. There it is. And that does look to be a life, so they did trade for Dead Hard. So, someone else has Dead Hard we have not yet seen. We'll get them down. And then go for the Scourge Hook Pain Resonance. That's fair, that's fair. At the end of the day, you know, life comes first, DVD comes second. So that there is where Ace is, and we do want to get him on a hook soon to try and slow down the game with Grim Embrace. Otherwise, it will be a bit of a waste of a perk, I do think. So let's head over here then. Trying to get them off the gen temporarily so we can go for the pop. Try and slow down the game. We do see Repressed Alliance here as well. Both gens are pretty well progressed, I have to say. So that is troubling. If we leave them to their own devices, this could potentially spell the end. There is Ace. If they play smart, however, we'll be in trouble. Giraffe is attempting to body block for Ace. He'll vault. She'll go to pallet. Trying to see if I could fake him there. I did. And we'll get the hit on Ace. You'll continue running. Potential that he has Dead Hard if we have yet to see it. Hopefully it goes over to the back of main, where there is a Scourge hook. Potential Dead Hard, potential change in where he went. There's one gen down. I'm fearful that we will see the second in just a few moments. LT wall here. We need to get this down ASAP. Show the red light. He does the fake to the T wall. And I think they'll get this last gen. We'll get that down, but I don't think it'll matter, especially with Adrenaline, as he does get back up. Though, will be to no real benefit, I don't think, as he doesn't have anything here. Remember that I do think he has Dead Hard, but won't get to use it. Yeah, Grim Brace, like I said, if we had gotten a bit earlier, then maybe we would have been fine, but now it really just gets us aura reading on where the thing Min is at. And we see her at main. Honestly, I think the best thing that we can do here is keep him here and kill him off and give the 3-man out, as that will get us an additional 2 for a 8-hook game with 3 escapes. And I'm pretty sure with an 8-hook game, everyone's been hooked twice with the exception of one. I'm trying to think who. That's 2. And there's the third. So yeah, one of them was hooked once. 2 were hooked twice, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4 points on the escapes. Plus 10, so they get 14 in comparison to what I got, which was 8. So 3, 6, 9, 12, 14, 16, 19 to 14. So pretty close as far as points are concerned. That definitely went a lot better for them. 19 to 14, I think, in my favor. I'm on your team. Yes. Though I don't think... I don't think we've, like, been in a VC yet, have we? Like, I was pretty sure, like, I'm pretty sure you're on my team. But no, that's why I was confused by the mention of Legion. I think you might be thinking of the week after? Potentially? Because we're not running Legion, this coming week. Just Plague and Pyramid Head. Last week, but you were working? Yeah. Unfortunately, practices are a little bit too early in the day for me. You have Dead Hard? Or you're dead. Yeah, it's a bit of a misplay there by Liz. And we do have a Scourge Hook over here by this hook. Now remember that we have a Eruption Pop in Scourge Hook, so this is going to be a lot of regressing of gens. This did indeed have the most progress and is now regressing. Let's go in chase with the Jake. Bait that out, and we will get the M1 hit. They're going to go back to pallet. Let's see what comes of this. And we'll go to main. Potentially an overcome there, as they made some decent distance. We'll get the down, and we do need to now see where the Scourge Hooks are. Yeah, that is the hard part. That is the hard part. No doubt about that. They do get the unhook. We did not get an eruption, though, as the gen they were working on had not been touched. Let's see what happens here. I mean, it's actually pretty smart on their end, as that means that I'm not able to pop it. However, we can pop this out of existence, though I now also hear other survivors. Let's go right into chase with the ace. No pallet here. I wasn't sure, hence why I did that, just in case. Good play on your part. And good dodge there as well. Let's just pop this out of existence while we have the time, and lay a bit of a trap with our eruption as well. Let's see if they're healing underhook, and see who it might be. It is Jake. Who's the other one, though? Liz. Well, let's go for Liz, then. And see if we can get them tormented. If so, we could potentially try and kill them outright. I'm not sure if that was a fire barrel or additional footsteps. Bit of a whiff there, unfortunately. They probably ran forward and left. That's exactly what they did. I'd like to get this down ASAP, but they're making some good distance, this time I think with potentially life. Yeah, I need to kind of fire off one way or another. Look at the down, and there's eruption. Alright, unfortunately, I did not get tormented, which is a bit of a problem for me. I was hoping to just kill them, but now we're going to have to either try and eat through a DS, potentially, or to simply play around it. The next time we see Liz, we want to kill them. Eruption is about to be up, and let's pop this and erupt it as well. Let's see. I hear additional work on that gen there. We see the shadow. We'll get that on giraffe. And looks like they're back here. Do a little bit of mind game. Firecracker and down. And there is a damage generator off of eruption. Let's take a look around for scourge hooks, and we do have one over here. They will, however, still get that gen. We do see Jake. Once again, we do want to go and kill off Liz. This was the gen with the most progression, which is really good news for me, as that progression is now no progression. Good dodge there by Shelby, seeing that it's firing off to the left and goes to the right. We do see what looks to be an ace going for the unhook as we speak. There's the unhook. And if he attempts to body block, it will not work as well as they might hope. Giraffe does not get tormented. And that was unfortunate, as that was not a good body block by Ace, which should tell me that Giraffe also does not have a DS. Let's find out. No DS, so we will hook on the Scourge Hook, find out what gen is currently being worked on. Far corner, and I think that was Feng Min, if I'm not mistaken. Let's start heading over that way so we can pop and erupt it potentially. There is Liz. Let's pop erupt it first, so we can get some regression going and then go for Liz. We're going to cut them off on the right towards the shack, if that's where they're going. That is exactly where they're going. Perfect. I hear that gen being worked on. That's fine by me. We'll bait that out and get the hit. Scourge Hook right there, so we won't be far from it. And I don't think we need to kick that at this moment in time, as if that is the most progressed gen, then Scourge Hook will regress it accordingly. Okay. Liz just holding W for dear life, it would seem. And we'll just box them out of that and get the down accordingly. So that gen fully regressed. Now there was a second survivor here, I do want to point out. Looks like they ran over that way, however. I was just a little bit concerned that they might have had a flashlight. Scourgehook over here, and they are down to 1 gen remaining, I do want to point out. Let's get Scourgehook. I was hoping to slow down the game, but unfortunately not possible. In which case, we now just want to find Ace. That would be the game plan here. Find Ace, kill him off, will get us the most points, and rob them of the most as well. We do not see anyone there, and we have some really good exit gate spawns. So we can kind of wait out until they are forced to bait us. And we see scratch marks over here with Giraffe. Giraffe is actually not who we want to go for. We instead want... This is Jake. Yeah, so looks like they're playing smart here and are trying to keep Ace away. I think they're going to just vault here and try and get to the exit gate with the light. Makes sense, as it should be about open. They do get that open. We're just going to have to shoot here. We hit Giraffe, but not Shelby. Ace is nowhere to be seen. He could be going for the exit gate or the hatch. Pretty much it's a GG one way or another. So, good job on that play. Yeah. We probably should have gone for Giraffe there, but the hope was to go for Ace. Appearance power is 50% mind game. Yes, it is very mind game heavy, but GG, well played. Alright, Gas 7 once again, and we spawned over here, which should mean that they spawned over by Shack, and sure enough, turn left, and there are the survivors. Because Gas 7 has some of the most consistent spawn logic in all of DBD, in my opinion, and I absolutely love it for that. Just check behind this tree as I thought I saw someone. This person's scratch marks are pretty well faded, so it would suggest they may have sprint burst. There's Giraffe there. I do want to point out someone's here. That is Liz. Let's go for them and get a hit. And this time we are running the good old deadlock. See how well that works, and if it really does hinder me from using Scourge-hooked Pain Residence. This could be a balanced landing. Tried to hit before they got the speed boost, but we're a little bit behind. We now have the Ace and Liz. Let's hit Liz, and let's just try and get a love tap on Ace, methinks. I was seeing if that he would try and fake my direction, but he did not. So I'll go back for Liz, get the pickup, and try to go for Scourgehook and or Pop. Only problem is I didn't see any Scourgehooks nearby. Closest one is behind here, so we'll go for it, but I fear that Deadlock will activate, blocking the gen from the Scourgehook, and thus in addition to Pop. We hear multiple gens being worked on though, so... don't hear them working on that one anymore, however. Sounds like they may have gotten off momentarily. Let's go back to this and pop this just for some general regression. We did see Jake, and I do think that someone will go back for the unhook on Liz in just a few moments. Sure enough, it is Jake, potentially suggesting that Shelby has a deliverance and or one of the two BTs. We'll both go in here. I'm going to go for a Liz, however. Remember that they have balanced landing, so they will go for the hill. They need to drop off the back and not to the left or the right, and they are well aware of that. They give me too much distance, though, and we will get the down. Unlike last time, we were able to get it. Now, we do see a Shelby here with a flashlight, so let's not ignore that fact. Let's get the hit since we baited out the pallet. I was hoping to get them back into Shack, but no dice. No pallet here, so we're good. We'll get the down. And let's get you up for a Scourge Hook. Deadlock has activated, so let's see how Deadlock interacts at this point in time. Either they have no gens with any progress, or Deadlock just is going to override Scourge Hook Pain Resonance, unfortunately. We might be able to take our time here on this hook to guarantee the value. Perfect. So now that got regressed by 15%. It's a little bit funky to work around that, but someone coming off my shoulder takes roughly 16 seconds. So that's something that we can work with. We'll go for Ace to try and guarantee that we can get as much value out of these survivors as possible. You had a... Ooh, hold on. Giraffe is here as well. Now, this could be a bit of a snowball, methinks. Good dodge there by Ace. Mind game on the L wall. Sorry, that's a T wall, not even the L. Let's see what he does here. Alright, now we're on the L wall. No more Dead Hard, and with Bloodlust, we will get the down accordingly. Shelby used Deliverance, so they are going to be a non-target for me until the Broken Stats effect is over, and we'll bring our friend here over to the Scourge Hook. We also do see Shelby here, and they have touched the gen, suggesting that they no longer have a decisive strike. Not to mention that their Broken Stats effect is now off, so we will indeed go for Shelby. Forgot to reroll? Nope. So as a reminder, since we are doing our scrims right now, we are only practicing with this killer. We're not doing the Wheel of Killer right now since this is comp scrim. How do we get here? Asked that I used the killers that I'll be using against them for the match. So we'll do the spin of the wheel eventually, just not right now. It takes 16 seconds for them to get off my shoulder. Do we get to the Scourge Hook? This might be a little bit daring, I will not lie. And for that, I might suffer. Yeah, like I thought. Unfortunate. It's getting a bit greedy there. They have life, remember that fact. So they are bound to go for the window. And this will allow me the ability to go for the Scourge Hook. A little bit of an inconvenience, but the end result ends the same. As long as they don't get a gen before I get the Scourge Hook. Alright. Yeah, I should have played a little bit more reserved and gone for the normal hook, honestly. We'll see if it pays off for me or for them in the long run. Scratch marks heading towards here. That appears to be Giraffe and appears to be the Ace. One for Press Alliance, and this looks to be the Ace, who we have gotten a hook on before. And I think it might be Giraffe at this point. Yeah, altruism will kill. Altruism will kill. It's why whenever NOED pops up, in my opinion, the best thing you can do is take out the vault, is use those however long that person on hook for in order to guarantee a cleanse. We'll get the down on Ace. Now, we could do one of a few things here, but I want to make sure that I get a Scourge Hook going. So let's hook over here, and then we could potentially ignore Ace's DS with our punishment of the final judgment, rather. Alright, since Pop is up, let's also pop here. And we do see the Jake. We have hooked Jake before. Remember that is life. We'll instead probably try and vault from the inside or go for pallet. We do get the hit. Now they do also get the momentum boost from the life, however. And they move to our left. Let's continue chasing them, I think. They will drop pallet. I was thinking they'd drop pallet for distance, but they did not. They go back through. But that was a little bit predictable on their end. It was a good move, though. I mean, that was smart. That would force me to go around the pallet and would take longer. Deadlock is activated, so we're not going to see any regression from Scourgehook. Hence why I'm not exactly the biggest fan of Deadlock Scourgehook being used together for that exact reason. We do know that gen is the most well progressed. I think if I am using Deadlock, I need to take off Scourgehook, unfortunately. But let's wait here and pop it. They split the gens pretty well. We do here work here, and that is Giraffe, who I do not believe I have hooked yet. So let's go for Giraffe then, as this will maximize my points and at least guarantee me the 2k. Good bait. I thought they were committing, but apparently not. There's the vault. And there's the T-wall fake. We will get the hit, however. Let's see if they double up on the gen by truck, and if Giraffe could potentially have an adrenaline. I'm not sure what exhaustion perk they have, mind you. We'll fake that out, and no adrenaline. Unfortunately, I can't M2 strafe anymore, but we will get the down. And I think we just opt to go for the camp 2k, leaving both on second stage is probably the right idea here. Yep, we see that already opened. We don't see any progress here, so I think we just wait at that point, which would be fine with me. Because if they escape, the 2 get 2 points in addition to the 10, so that's 12. And then I'd be able to calculate my points from there. So I think this is a-okay. Be what, 6, 12, 15, 18, 22 to 2? 22 to 2. Yep. Or sorry, 22 to 12. Yeah, there we go. 22 to 12. Which would be okay with me. Yep, there goes Travesty. There goes Liz. So that there will result in 22 to 12. Not bad at all. So, a 10-point difference. Definitely not too shabby. Yeah, I'm not sure about Deadlock, though. Like, I like it as a general perk, and it is very good at, like, passive gen slowdown. However, it just gets in the way of Scourgehook. So, like, if I were to use it, I would have to go off of Scourgehook, Pain Resonance, onto something else instead. We could do, like, Gift of Pain instead. That would be an option. But I don't know. Spawn location would dictate they should be to my left. And sure enough, we see one person sprint across. Hi, Giraffe. Well, Liz did ask for them not to be the first victim, and so it shall be. You don't want to be tormented, sad. Let's get the hit on you, then. We'll get the down. And let's put you up on a hook. A Scourge hook, to be exact. A little bit of regression. Looks like that gen is dead to the world. And I actually have a bit of a 3 gen here. So I could theoretically kind of just chill and watch you progress. So I think that's what I'm gonna do. Like, we have a 3-gen right here. That gen's blocked off. 2 there. We know where 2 survivors are. We don't know what the 3rd is. I do want to mention that. Don't have time for the pop. Do you see scratch marks going over here? I know you're there. Don't try to think I don't. Alright, there's the 2nd stage. And the Jake, who has previously had Deliverance. Scratch marks there. They'll go for the unhook. That's fine by me. That's Lithe on Shelby. And I want to say Sprint Burst on Giraffe. So we'll get the Bloodlust, we'll get the down, and we'll try and go for a Follow Pit on Liz as well. Let's get Scourge Hook going, as well as our Gift of Pain. Looks like our close one's going to be over by this. They could try and go for a body block. We're not going to tempt fate with that pallet, however. Alright, that one's the one that regressed off Scourge Hook. Let's pop this then. And just check over here. We could, once again, kind of just hang around. There really isn't a reason for us not to. Because these are only gens that really have gotten any work thus far. Let's just check the hill gen. Does indeed have some work. And one who is injured, so that would be Liz. Let's go for Liz then. They're gonna go for the window out back. Instead they go in here. Just barely dodged. Attempt. No avail, though. Liz will heal themselves, but I feel like if I lose sight of what gens they're working on, it could be trouble. Let's get the hit on you. We're gonna leave Shelby alone, as they have the Gift of Pain. Sorry, friend, but I have extra range. Let's pick you up. What side is Pallet? Pallet is other side, so let's go around and go with Scourge Hook. They do get their first gen out. Honestly, I'm fine with that gen specifically going. That one's going to be regressed there. And let's finally get this one regressing too. I think we're just going to continue playing around this generator. Or set of generators, rather. We do see scratch marks going back here, and we do see a Jake, who, as a reminder, has Lithe. They have a pallet coming up here at this tile. No dead hearts, you'll get the down. I'm fairly certain that they have indeed touched the gen. And that would seem that no DS.
Yeah.
Well, how dare you try and drown the cat? She is very offended at what you've attempted to do. Alright. Now, I'm pretty sure there's scratch marks going back here. Then there's both Giraffe and Ace. Let's give chase, as neither one, or neither gen nearby, has gotten much progress. Surprised that they dropped that. And Giraffe right now is the only one tormented. Let's get the hit here. Looks like they're heading towards middle. Much like before, we'll go for the vault. And we will get the down. Let's take a look around for Scourge hooks. And we do see someone over here, so let's get them up on hook. Gift of Pain is definitely slowing down the game, which I'm pretty happy with. Once again, this gen's the one that has received the regression. Let's see scratch marks and the shadow. That there is Liz. They are not tormented, however. And we'll take the hit here. Let's continue chase. There's the bounce landing incoming. We'll just continue through and see where she goes. If you want to chase me, you're gonna get tormented. There's the down. And let's take a look around for some Scourge hooks. We do have one over here. See where this regresses, and verdict is over here to my left. Scratch marks in shack. Let's pop that for now, just so we can get value. And let's check by shack. There's Ace, seemingly looking to drag me away from the hook. And there is Shelby on the unhook. They're definitely here, mind you. Might as well do a quick check. Looks like Ace there. Just trying to get them off the gen and keep them off the hook as well. There's the push the second stage. We're now going to commit to Jake. Go for you with your life. So you'll vault window then. No, you're going to... I was thinking drop out, but apparently not. There's the LT wall. Probably will push left. They do. Here's a pallet that they do not use. And we do have a Scourge hook available to us. No way to make it to the vault. You'll go down. Travesty has been tormented, which is good news. And everyone's on death hook, with the exception of one survivor. That gen has once been regressed. Good stuff. That one's still regressing, mind you. And that one has yet to be touched either. So let's check this gen and then corner. Seems like this one's dead to the world. Look at that on Travesty. And I don't know who's on Death Hook and who is not. Oh, Travesty, me boy. I know you have Dead Hard. That won't matter. Alright, Scourge, Hook, Pain, Residence, and even if they are on Death Hook, we'll be right here next to Shack for the close of Hatch. Oh, actually, you know what I should have probably checked with Final Judgment. Alright. Now, if they deem it necessary, not that it really robs me of many points, nor gives them many points, they could just suicide out. Yeah, the 3-gen here, I just kept on hooking on this hook, and it's kind of a rough spot. Well, yep, so they suicide. We'll just be here on Hatch then. Like I said, at most it gives them additional 1 point. Ooh, the Exegate split's a little bit rough. So there is still potential for Fangman to escape. Do you want to point that out? However, Oh, wow. Was that wake up? Because literally that popped off and then just immediately opened. Okay, so I'm gonna see wake up, I bet. Was that wake up? That was. I want to mind you that this is current wake up. It's going to increase to 25% post PTB. Yeah, no, wake up, wake up is definitely going to be interesting. I feel like that's going to be the talk of TOs. But GG, well played. So that there would have resulted in 23 points for me. And you guys did 2 or 3 gens. I want to say 3 gens. So that's 6, so 7. 23 to 7 that match? Yeah, I believe so.